What's up, everyone? This is Gary Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. Well, let's see what happens with the economic data. Today was a little bit mixed, but we are in some trades, so let's see if we're going to survive or yet again, we're going to get wrecked. It's always going to be one of both. Welcome, everyone. But before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. If you're new here, welcome, and hit the small bell notification so you never miss a breakdown. Hi, Mark Bassi, sup everyone. Okay, cool. Let's jump straight into it. I'm gonna make sure I have the right screen today. Hello, user. Oh, that's nice. It's good to see some new people here. Love you guys so much. Welcome, welcome. By party, do you mean the music is too loud? Because if it is, like, you need to let me know. Hope it's all good. I have new headphones, so I don't know. Maybe they are. No? Okay, good. Okay, cool. Where should we start? Where should we start? Where should we start? I think with the news. I think it's more important we look at the news first. All right, cool. So did you guys learn that it's very important to look at the news because we are pretty much reliant on that. We're reliant on the bonds, we're reliant on the yields and how the markets are responding. It's all based on pretty much that. Of course, if Trump is not in the picture, yesterday it was a pretty lengthy speech. We already discussed it. It was kind of badass, to be honest. Like I enjoyed it a little bit. Some people feel that, you know, Greenland's being bullied a little bit. I don't know. I mean, possibly, like, you know, there's always two sides to every story. But anyway, so that was the kicker yesterday, Wednesday. We had a little bit of pump, then we sold off again. Market was very weak. Sellers are in control completely. Okay, so anyways, today we had the final GDP came in at 4.4%, expected with 4.3. Now, when we see that kind of reading, the first thing you're going to understand is that the US economy is growing slightly, just like Trump said. It's growing slightly, but it's growing faster than expected. So that is going to confirm everything that he said. We're doing great. We're number one. The economy is doing absolutely amazing. There is strong momentum, not a slowdown. That's what pretty much Trump said, and today the news are confirming it. Now, what does that mean when you look at the charts? So first of all, it's going to be bearish for bonds, right? It's going to be a bearish response for bonds. It's going to be, you know, bullish response for yields. The yields are going to rise. And when that happens, we're getting, you know, that is supposed to happen like that. You're supposed to get a bearish response in the equities, crypto short term as well, especially if the market is in fear right now. Look at it. It's an extreme fear. Actually, let's refresh that because, yeah, it's still an extreme fear. Like nothing's changed. We're sitting at 20. Extreme fear. Stock market was neutral, rising a little bit today. Why? Because, you know, we're having a little bit of a momentum today, even better than yesterday, right? Dow Jones up 500 points, Nasdaq 255, S&P. We're going to review that. But anyway, we have more advancing issues on the day versus declining. So basically that means that more stocks are on the green today. All right. Basic materials as well. Gold, silver, absolutely, you know, destroying all the expectations of everyone. It's good to see that financials are also kind of doing well on the day. Energy is down, that's fine. Nat gas was up like literally 25% yesterday. So yeah, I mean, I would expect it to chill a little bit. But anyway, the point is the economy is doing great. Now, that is also a problem because when you have strong growth, and by the way, Trump also touched on that yesterday. Did you guys watch with me? Yes, everyone hit the like button. Stanimir is sending all the links for the course. You guys, the course is finished. The course is out for you to get it. You requested it. I did it for you. So now it's in your hands, right? It's a lot of information that's very helpful. So I highly recommend you get it. But anyways, what does the Fed want? Ironically, the Fed, you know, it looks at these things in a bad way because this can make him stay more restricted for a long time, right? this is worrying him that we have some sort of inflation going on, and that was the problem initially with that result. Now then you're looking at unemployment claims came in at 200. Sorry, what did I open here? It came in at 200K versus expectation 209. Now that was lower than expected. So less people are basically filing for unemployment, and the labor market is remaining tight, is remaining strong. So when you look at that, the market implications are also not good. Why? It's going to be bearish for the risk assets. Why? Because there is still inflation risk on the table. It is alive, and that's not what the Fed wants. Weirdly enough, the Fed wants that we have more job weakness, right? And the data is showing that neither of that is happening right now. So of course the market reaction is going to be immediately choppy, especially for crypto, pressure in the short term. Gold usually with these kind of news can dip initially, but then of course it just completely ripped. So then, we were waiting for the kicker, right? The kicker was the core PCE, which is the preferred measure of inflation for the Fed. So that was very important, and it came a little bit later, like an hour and a half after. So the core PC came in as expected, boring, but at the same time is also kind of helpful, right? So there is actually no new inflation shock. Like all of these data are lagging, all of these, are potential sampling error, like maybe not in this, but definitely in the CPI, for example. But the thing is that definitely takes some pressure off and shifts the focus back to price action, back to yields, and not only data itself. Does that make sense? So that's not entirely. When growth is staying strong and inflation reaccelerated, that is going to make the price more choppy. Okay, so core PC, of course, softened everything a little bit, which is not too bad. Now, when we look at yields, the 2-year is completely out of control at the moment. It may continue to rise a little bit, so that's problematic. The 10-year is not as bad. The 20 and the 30 are sort of timid, right? So that's what we're facing today. And, the bonds that nobody wants, nobody buys, everyone's threatening to sell all the bonds that they hold, like literally all the countries, Greenland as well. That was one of the threats they had. I don't know, maybe the government of the United States is buying the bonds. I don't know who's buying these bonds, but someone better step up, because this matters as well. Unfortunately, we are slaves to all of these data. Now, starting with Bitcoin, let's see what the hell is happening here on the short-term time frame. So 15-minute gross, extremely gross. Now, the thing about yesterday, right? Yesterday's long setup failed, which was disgusting, right? We wanted to see this hold. It was a nice formation. It came with a lot of, high delta. So it was nice, right? There was volume in that move. You could have said, okay, maybe, but no, right? Price accelerated to the downside and created another liquidation. And with this move to the upside, what you really essentially wanted to see is to create a higher high, but that didn't happen. So when that happens, now this low becomes a weak low. So that's very problematic, right? So today, when you come at the charts and you're like, okay, are things at level? Definitely there is a long setup over here, but it's extremely high risk, right? It's extremely high risk. Ideally, you didn't want for price to pull back to specifically this order block down here, or breaker block, whatever you want to call it, but it's definitely an area of interest, potentially the last resort for price to bounce from. And this is literally what's happening at the moment. So I have stacked orders. I started stacking like from up here already. And yeah, I'm deep in it right now. So my invalidation for this setup is actually below the previous day low, which is already sort of a target. Like, even if I look on the lower time frame, and I already sent that in Discord, right? You're seeing a double liquidity formation now, just currently, literally as we speak, developed. But yeah, this low is also targeted. So this week is just one of those weeks, guys. Like, literally, if you're not short from like what is that, 90, what was the short up here at 98K, 90, 97 point something, you know, at a previous breaker block, lots of confirmations, trading below with acceleration below a zone of interest, like all of that stuff. I should have been short. I wasn't, because I wanted to see 100K before that, and I got scammed. It happens, right? It is crypto. So what are we looking at now? Let's say today's setup potentially fails as well. Like, I won't be surprised at all. Then I'm 1000% looking at the 4-hour liquidity levels down here, and then see what happens, right? Hopefully new week opening next week, and we'll see what happens, because I do not want to participate in these markets on a Friday. Yo Brody, top morning to everyone. Don't worry, Gabby, we're deep in it. But you've showed up for us again. Yes, of course, you guys. Hey, hi everyone. You know, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Now let's look at ETH. Now, the thing about ETH is why I like this setup. And also, by the way, if you look at ETH and if you look at Bitcoin together, right? You're having one asset making a lower low and another asset making a higher low. So potentially you have some divergence as well over there. Now, if I open Bitcoin, right? Let's open a clearer chart. Do we have one? I don't know if we have one. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's look on the 12-hour time frame. Do we have a cleaner chart, like for real? Nah, this might work. You know, when you look at the 12-hour, the candle formation, it doesn't look that disgusting yet. All right, it really doesn't. So it might reverse. I'm still having hopes for it. TA off scam Wix is always rough. I mean, it is. Coca-Cola. I'm being a Coca-Cola girl today. Listen, hit the like button, everyone. And that's it. This week was just freaking disgusting. All right. It was. So let's have a look at gold. Ripping absolutely on the day. My long for gold didn't happen. I had a short which got wrecked. So thanks for I actually got the new iPhone, whatever. So then I was like transferring information from one phone to another, and I couldn't actually close my position. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot how many lots I opened on it as well, but it wasn't too bad. So it's all good. 15-minute time frame. I was hoping for this pullback down here to specifically this zone, and this is what I was planning. That was my long, but that long didn't occur, maybe because of news, maybe whatever. But yeah, this was the setup that I wanted to catch today, which was really annoying. But honestly, that was the only long that I'm willing to take on gold. The reason for that is, you know, if you take a long, let's say on this breakout, right? You can't trade the breakout, but like the risk to reward for me would probably not make a lot of sense, and then I would have to put my stop loss pretty deep. So the RR wouldn't have made any sense for me, you know. But yeah, I prefer to catch a short on gold from here. But yeah, potentially reaching the top of the channel. Maybe we have a short here. I don't know. Maybe we open one short, but we'll be looking at it. Metals have still juice. Metals still have juice like 100%. You know, but the pullback is going to come inevitably. All right, let's look at silver, new all-time highs. Like, hooray. Like, look at this thing. This is a 4-hour time frame that we're looking at from our zone 93. Like, why am I not long? Anyways. Yes, everyone, hit the like button. Whatever. You know, important is I don't like to FOMO at all. Whatever happens on the day, whatever I catch, whatever I don't catch, I'm grateful. Most important is that you have the skill, you can identify the zones, and then you simply work with that with the help of the indicators. Guys, the indicators are free for you for 30 days. Make use of them for 30 days, for God's sakes. The link is in the description box. Just get them. They're gonna help you so much. You can use them on the 15-minute time frame. You can find the zones. Like, look at this perfection double liquidity formation. You know, you're not trading blind. You know where to put your take profit. You know where to put your stop loss. It's really helpful. It's really helpful. Anyways, natural gas, same thing. RTM, range model theory. Range model theory, you guys. Get on the freaking course, because I'm getting annoyed. I did it for you guys. I was never ever planning to do a course. You begged me, you sent me essays on why I should do it, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't want to do it, and I did it. And then we had the liquidation on the freaking... Gabby, I can't find you on TradingView. What do you mean you can't find me on TradingView, bro? It's Gabby Trades. Like, how... Guys, understand, GABBIETRADES. That's my username everywhere, everywhere. There is no underscores, there is no dots. Okay, that's it. And this is a RTM for you with the help of the indicators. 1000% money setup, A plus. This is A plus setup right here. Not a B, not a C, A. So yeah, pretty amazing stuff. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. So yeah, things... I message you. Okay, where are you messaging me? Bro, just open a ticket on Discord. By the way, Discord is also for you guys. If you're not on Discord, get on Discord. So what was I gonna say? Freaking forgot it. Yeah, setups like that are always going to come. There is absolutely no reason to FOMO. There is no reason to stress out. I'm like completely... I don't feel anything anymore, like in terms of... I get annoyed sometimes, right, when the setups don't play, but there is no need, because you have the skill and you can just continue to develop on your skill daily. Like, there is weeks, right? There was like 2 weeks ago, or was it before Christmas? I think it was before Christmas. I couldn't freaking lose. I could not lose, right? It was impossible for me to lose. It was insane. I was like, oh my God, make it stop. When is it like I need to get some sort of a loss? Like, how is this not... And then this week I'm getting like, you know, hit after hit after hit. So these things happen, you guys. Like, it's just how it is. You know, let's look at XRP actually. Let's look at some alts. See, XRP trading above level. Like, I exited that trade a bit overexposed on it, so I didn't even want to make that dip. Like, it was just insane. But you know, I was early, right? And right now could be the time. You know what I mean? It really could be the time, because I don't want to see XRP trading below 1.91 essentially. Like, I can say 1.9, but 1.91 is really... It's really... This is it, right? This is it. And XRP has so much freaking potential. Like, look what happened to silver. You know what I mean? Like, the charts are actually, you know, so similar for the reason that... You know why? For the reason that XRP has been suppressed for like so long, and silver has been a suppressed asset for over like 50 years. And then look what happened. On a higher time frame, when you're looking at XRP, you're looking at nothing scary, you know, nothing scary. Like, this has so much potential. Like, you're still, even with this consolidation over here on XRP, you're holding the midline, the equilibrium, the 0.5 of the RTM range model theory course. If you're not on the course, you guys are dumb. There is no reason for you to be on here, because you need to understand what I'm talking about. And I'm trying to explain it every day as well, which hope helps. But holding the midline of the 0.5, that means that eventually this asset is going to trade 3.6 plus, 3.65 plus eventually, right? And God knows then, you know, you could get a measure move from here. Like, it could be a lot, but like 4.5 at least, right? If you get a measured move. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Measured moves. I mean, I mean, it could be insane, honestly. Like, we don't even have space on the freaking chart. Fartcoin TA, please. All right, let's look at Fartcoin actually. I mean, bro, like, it's really tough. I just want to say something. We're gonna look at Aave as well. By the way, send whatever altcoins you want. We're gonna look at it. I don't mind at all. Yeah, potentially it could resolve in something bullish, but I'm gonna tell you, like, honestly, I would love for these meme coins to just die. Okay, it's gonna be amazing. Like, let new stuff come, let the price completely start over, let's just open a new chapter. Is it possible? Let's see. Weekly time frame, 1 sec. Yeah, it would have been great if this holds. So you know what I'm gonna be like, I would like hope for price to close above. Shift it over here. Yeah, so I would like this week for Fartcoin to close above 0.3054. That could potentially look like something. For now, it doesn't look like anything. And to be quite honest, you know, it's still a huge risk. Like, this thing could trade, yeah, you could see it trade up to like 0.61 and then like completely send it back down. This is an area like 0.66, 0.61, a massive area for rejection and bearish continuation on this. So if we manage to catch something on this, that will be definitely, you know, a massive take profit area. You guys, worthless garbage, I agree. Can you do H bar? Sure. People still trading coins. Yeah, bro, like, you'll be so freaking surprised. I want a new narrative, you know. I want something new, something. Let's just get into something before it becomes complete trash. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember Pepe times, remember, you know, let's just try and do something like that. You know, you want to be early, you want to be early on a narrative, early on something, maybe, you know, like social media on blockchain or whatever, something like that, just something. You see, Vitalik was pushing that. I don't even know if I follow the chat. No, should we follow him? All right, let's follow him, whatever. January 31st, literally yesterday. In 2026, I plan to be fully back to decentralized social. If we want to make a better society, we need a better mass communication tool. We need a mass communication tool that surfaces the best information and arguments and help people find points of agreements. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. He went on one. You know, the Aave team has done a great job. Someone requested Aave, so we're going to look at Aave. All right. So yeah, he is trying to push a narrative right now. So we're going to pay attention to that. You know what I mean? Let's look at Aave. Do we have a charted Aave? Let's go. Charted Aave. Yeah, so let's delete everything and blah, blah, blah. And here. So yeah, Aave overall higher time frame. You do have a double liquidity formation. So this thing eventually $400 eventually, right? So if I'm a bag holder and I'm looking at that, maybe 37 people watching, 25 likes, unacceptable. You know what I mean? Double liquidity formation means you grab the low of the liquidity, even so it happens that you take the liquidity once again, like you have some level of protection at 114, you have some level of protection at 67. Yes, it's possible. Like, imagine the opportunities we can get if this market like completely dumps and everything becomes cheap, and then we choose the right narratives, and then, you know, we have another go. Maybe it's not gonna be that crazy, but it's still better to buy cheap than to buy at the highs. Don't you guys agree? So yeah, I'm not scared of a bull market. I think it's actually of a bear market. I think it's actually good. I am not scared of a bear market. I think it's going to be better. It's also so much more fun to trade. Anyways, yeah, eventually $400 on this. Currently you're at 0.236. This is always going to be, you know, historically a buy zone. Obviously very deep retraces over here, so it looks disgusting. You want for price to be breaking key levels, which is not, right? For this to be confirmed that it's chasing the second liquidity at $400, you want for price to be trading above like 226, 286, which is crazy ask. I understand that, but at the moment you're just grinding at the lows, and you have like, what do you have? You have nothing. Like you honestly don't have any informations at the moment to say, okay, like maybe something is happening. Maybe you have a setup over here, like I'm not gonna lie, you've cleaned the lows over here, you had a bullish candle, so literally it could be like there's lots of alts that are looking kind of all right at the moment, you know what I mean? There's really lots of them. So yeah, it does have a setup. If you're long, like just have a proper stop loss. Like, you know, I'm not advising you, but that's what I would do, right? I'll put my stop loss like below the lows down here, and you have a substantial setup over here, in my opinion, right? You can aim for this highs, you can aim for, you know, you have all this liquidity up here that you can trigger. Relatively equal highs over here, resistance at 212, you know, a very least target is going to be 212. Oops, that's not what I meant to draw. You know what I mean? I agree. It's hard to imagine alts running, but the charts don't look terrible. I know what I exactly. I think you're so right. By the way, everyone who's new here, smash the like button. Come on Discord. The Discord is free for you guys. I don't know if I can open it for you guys. So what you need to do, all right, is if I can open it for you, what you need to do is click more in the description box. By the way, I'm giving $2,000 of my personal trading funds. All you need to do is register here and trade. There is no crazy like deposit $1,000 to get $200. No, I think you need to deposit a max of $100 and just trade. And then I'm going to give $2,000 to 20 people. And at the moment we have, I think, 8 people in. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's 8 people. So, you know, get in, get the trading indicators. You have 30 days free. These are all the things that I've put out there to help you. Also the Discord, which is free to join. All you need to do is, again, either sign up with this Bitunix link or a sign up with Bluffin. And I'm also, by the end of the month, I'm giving 2 trading challenges for free. Okay, that's going to be funded challenges, money that you can trade with and withdraw profits if you manage to pass the challenge. Like, you need to make a certain percentage. Now the good thing about C funded, right, first of all, you have 5%. You need to use code Gabby to be eligible for the giveaway that I'm giving in like 8 days or something. So we have one more week, and 2 people are going to receive funded challenges with C funded. But you have to be on Discord, you have to be in the VIP area, and all that happens with this link, Bluffin. You can trade silver on it as well, gold, whatever you want with crypto. The idea is C funded. By the way, this is only for my users. A C funded, you usually get 60% of the profit shares. My users are getting 80% split, flat. Not first payout 60%, second payout 70%. No, flat 80% for all of my users. All right, C funded. Trading TradFi Markets Vantage, sign up, because I'm opening a Telegram signal group, you guys, where you can trade gold and silver and just make use of the signals every single day to make money. That will be the Vantage sign up. So all of these things, if you're down, if you're in the links, you are going to, yeah, the Telegram group is going to be sick, actually, I think. So, yeah. But it's not launched yet. That'll be just one after the other. Let's first get everyone, you know, to win something and stuff like that. All right. So we're giving away challenges. What other coin did I promise to look at? So Aave, yeah. I mean, all of the alts, have a setup. But let's not forget, like, on Tuesday, everything, on Monday, everything was at levels again, and look what happened. So I just want to caution you guys, that yeah, we've broken channels, this and that. All the people, are talking about the same thing. I'm just so freaking bored that when I go on CT, I just want to long, just because I want to be against all of these people that are, saying that market's going to do one thing because we have, a bearish flag. I understand that. I get it. Okay. Just let me do my thing. Cool. So H bar actually on the daily, it doesn't look bad. It has a clear target as well. So this formation, why do I keep touching my face? Somebody please tell me not to touch my face. H bar. Gabby, please, gold. Is it okay? Dano with his sword. He means short. Okay. He means short. Yeah, crypto Twitter is so freaking dead, man. Like I don't like. I just open it and I just want to puke, like, bleh, immediately. All right. So H bar. Unfortunately, this whole area here, like it has an opportunity to pull back to it. Like, we have a level down here at, what are we looking at? 0.09839. So that's one level that we should hold. And ultimately, because of this formation, right? Because of this formation, and you want to chase this liquidity up here, the dollars, this is how you identify it. The indicators are for free. Go and get them. You have 30 days for free. Description box, my 30 days free indicators. Like, you should see that. Pretty simple to spot. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't want to touch it, because I don't want like pimples and stuff like that. I'm a trader, but I'm a girly girl. Okay, cool. Touching it again. Stop it. Yeah, so that's it. At the moment, it doesn't look very cute. 12 hourly. Actually, not too bad. If we manage to hold on the 12 hourly this line and start trading above here, there is strong potential. We might see some up targets. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. We just need some strength. We just need some momentum. We need buyers to step in. That's what we need. That's what we need. See, with the candles yesterday, you continue to support levels. So honestly, you guys, as doom and gloom everything looks, you have a setup. Like, I'm sorry, you do have a setup. You could have been long from the support SR flip zone. Yes, probably taken out at break even or not, if you're not like me, because I just continue. Okay, I'll touch my head. Because I continuously put my stop loss to break even, because the market is so shite, and I don't want to, I just don't want to lose capital over this. Oh, look what it says. Can you see it? It says queen. I didn't even order it to say queen. Oh, am I the queen? Yeah, so momentum is missing. That's the problem. Lower time frame, still you have a clear target. Even with the lower time frame, not too bad. Yeah, Nicholas Perry is very smart to be waiting for the train to move before he does anything. You know what? Like, this is whale thinking, man. All the whales, everyone with money. Like, what do you think? Like, you're gonna open like a $20,000 position in this sort of market long? Like, really? You need some serious confirmation before you do that. Or like, I don't know, 20, like, it's not even that much. Like, open $100,000 position. Do you know what I mean? Like, think a little bit like that. So us risking, $200-300 to $500, in a position, like, it's nothing. It's not a big, but the thing is, it's not about the money. It's about your setup. It's about the percentages that you're risking every single time, your risk to reward that you're looking at, And are you fine with that? Like, are you able to afford that? This is the question, you know? So it's always been like that, and it will continue. Trading is it's going to continue to be trading. That's it. VIX has massively relaxed today. A huge drop on VIX. A massive drop, actually. This is definitely above 10%. Where's my... Definitely above 10%. So yeah, these kind of moves usually trigger in the next few sessions volatility immediately, but also specifically VIX dropping more than 10%. I can never get decent reward even from high leverage. Can't work it out. You can never get a decent reward even from a high leverage. So what... Okay, sorry, Samir. Fuck, I did it again. Everyone, make sure to like this video. We're going to look at Dixie in a second. I always call it Daxi. I mean, DXY. Of course, we're going to look at it. So R gives back nothing. So he can't figure out risk to reward even from high leverage. What do you mean? Like, you risk 1 to make 2. Does that make sense? I guess with crypto is a little bit more difficult, yeah. So dollar index, let's look at it on the daily. This is pretty much sort of the level that I was looking at, 99, and I'm seeing price drop from it substantially. There is usually a confirmation candle, something like that, looks like that, with a nice body close through it. So yeah, dollar's dipping, which is not too bad. So yeah, there was lots of liquidity to the downside. I don't remember, was this 12 hourly? Was it monthly? I honestly, yeah, monthly. Yeah, so from a monthly perspective, like higher time perspective, dollar should, you know, drop a lot. So just keep that in mind. All right, we have a massive support at 93, but looking at the monthly, I don't know, this is quite bearish. It is quite bearish, okay? The way it's looking at the moment, you've already broken structure. You know, here are your valleys. One more, like you're down. Like if this doesn't resolve up, you know, this is going to resolve down. This is usually how these things work out. Example, trade $30 at 30 leverage means Bluffin offers me a trade of $900. I then took at reward and I then look at reward and it is still very low. Yeah, you just need a little bit more size. You need a little bit more size. With $30, yeah, you need a little bit more size, because as much as 100x leverage sounds like a lot, it's not that much. You know, you need serious leverage if you want to make, but it's again a huge risk as well. So yeah, 30 leverage on $30. Crypto leverage was made for bigger size, if that makes sense. So it's not made for $30. Like on forex with $30, you can triple that account very easy. You can triple that in like literally 3 trades. If you have 3 successful trades in forex, you can do that. In crypto, it's more difficult. So that's why we're pivoting to forex. That's why I told you. By the way, has anybody seen these new scan codes that I did for you guys? Do they make sense? Like, do you guys even notice them? Just give me feedback, because they're new and I kind of like them. The idea was that you guys make use of it. See, I trade crypto here. Like, you can scan it. I don't know if you're watching from phones, or probably you can't. You need PC or something. Like, you have to be on your PC. Yeah. Yes, everyone hit the like button. So, but yeah, this is Bluefin, my favorite crypto exchange ever. You can trade silver, you can trade gold on it over there, or you use the Vantage link in my description box. The Telegram group that we're gonna have with signals for Forex is gonna be super fire, you guys. So yeah. What else did I want to show you today? Not my futures list. Did we have any other altcoin that you wanted to look, by the way? Because I forgot about your requests. Usually I never forget about your requests, so we might have looked at everything that you guys wanted, but River. Who told me about River? Stanimer, did you say you did say you opened a position on River or something? Oh, damn. What is this? Sui Beam Ada. Okay, Litecoin. Yeah, sure. We'll do it. Fed. Okay, guys, relax. Stanimer was on River. Did you short it, bro? Like, what did you do? What is this asset? Like, I have no idea what that is. Like, I'm so out of touch. And I look at me here, I'm talking about, hey, we need to get into the new narratives. I don't follow Jack S. Like, I don't even know. You guys need to tell me, like, on these lives, please tell me about this stuff. But here are your indicators, full speed. Stanimir, what's your problem, dude? You have the indicators, don't you? You have the indicators. You still have the 30 days free, right? So also you were long. Well, that's fine because you have the indicators and you know the SR flip zone, so you know that you need to be long from $35. Did you not? So yeah. Anybody, honestly, you guys, take the trading indicators. Look, this is a perfect example. The trading indicators. Here, 30 days free in the description box. Get them. Look, River. You open River, I open River. I've never seen River before. It's clearly something new. So I need to be on a lower time frame to understand how am I going to approach this. So let's say price is trading up and I see this liquidity down here. It's left, right? The liquidity down is left. On a 30-minute time frame, you have a clear SR flip zone, right? From literally 16th of January that sits here. Okay, price is consolidating. It tried to reject it once. Look at this candle. Let's zoom in. Let's dive in this together. Let's do it. Look at this scam wick. Forgot what this candle was called. Inverse hammer, whatever. Japanese candlesticks. So you don't know River, right? You haven't seen River for the first time. You know, there is not much technicals on it because it's a new chart. You don't know what to do, but you have Gabby Trades liquidity indicators. You put them on and suddenly the chart comes to life. The chart comes to life. So you start drawing your levels, 30 minutes. This is your level. You can see scam wick, right? Price took the liquidity of it, tried to reverse, and it was quickly faced with what? Rejection. So what happened? At these key levels, what do? So you have the rejection first, right? You start trading low, you're breaking levels. I understand if someone went short here, by the way, I'm not judging, right? But you need to have your stop loss above here, correct? So then what happens? You start trading above this level. At this point, you're still in this short trade, for example, right? Let's imagine nothing happened. We're here, right? And you have these levels drawn because you have the indicators. So what happens? You have another rejection. You're like, okay, this is literally the last resort. Then follows up a candle with a body close, confirmation, bullish engulfing candle with continuation, confirmation, follow through. Bullish engulfing. This on its own is a setup. On its own. Even you don't know the RTM model, you understand candlesticks. This over here on its own, it's a setup. Right? On its own. Let's say you're obsessed with River, you follow River, whatever. This on its own, I hope this was the long, is a setup because you have a follow through. So this candle is closed right now at market or whatever. Your stop loss below the wick down here, right? and you're starting to just ride this thing, right, for at least 1 to 2. You want at least 1 to 2. This is obviously in hindsight. I love hindsight because it's so, you obviously it's very hard, but that's why when you get the indicators, you guys, this thing is helpful. Okay, it's helpful. 1 to 2, you're out. Maybe you leave a runner. All right, so now you've closed that trade. Hindsight stuff, I understand, you guys. I understand it's very hard when you look at the charts. It doesn't exactly look like that, but that is why you need to be back testing. So when stuff like this happens, if you haven't liked the video, I'm mad at you, because people on YouTube are asking for contribution to show charts, and I'm not asking you anything but to support me by trading on my links on Bluffin and on Bitunix, where, by the way, I'm giving free money, $2,000 this month, right? So this is the things you can do to support me. So do it, because I'm looking at your charts. I'm giving you free education. I'm here for you every single day, you guys, no matter freaking what, Sometimes when my setups are annoying and they don't work, what do you think? I want to wake up in the morning and I want to come and give another trade on Discord, which I do. Join Discord. Sometimes I don't, but I do it. I show up every day with no question. And we have, I think, around 200 people in the VIP. Do you know how many likes I get on the daily updates in the VIP alerts group? Max 12. Do I keep showing up every day? Yeah. How many people are watching us right now? 38. How many people are watching these scammers? YouTube, okay, whatever. They had channels for 2 years, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Like fucking 5,000-6,000 people. I swore. God damn it. They'll close my channel eventually. So yeah, support the channel before YouTube catches up with me. And my swearing now, this was bad. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm asking. Just support me as a creator so I can keep doing what I'm doing, because a lot of trades that I miss is due to the fact that I'm on here with you guys. That's why I've changed the timing, so I have time to be on the charts for New York Open, for London, etc. Right? This is the reality. Even the bigger channels have, you know what, Nicholas Perry, the bigger channels, they're all botted. They're fake viewers. They're not even real. So who cares? I don't care about them. They just annoy me. Bro, like I literally have a call with one person today and they're like, blah, 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 I'm a KOL. I don't have time for this stuff. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, crypto is this tiny. Like, we're nothing, We're here having fun. We're friends. We're making friends, Because of this channel, I met Stanimir. He's literally my best buddy right now. Do you know how all these people on Discord, how much I love them? Savas, for example. Like, he's literally like my son, my brother, my little brother. Probably half of the people are bigger than me, but I consider them as my little brothers, or bigger brothers that I treat like little brothers, because I'm like that, a bit like that, a bit in control. Anyways, shall we continue with this educational setup over here? I'm gonna finish my rants. I know you guys enjoy my rants a lot, but eventually they have to stop. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone on Discord that is in the VIP group, we're such a tight-knit community. Everyone says good morning. We're pumping. I don't freaking care. I'm already long. So we're going to Dave. Thank you, Dave Key. So nice to see you, bro. I just want to finish this because this is important for you. Okay, for you, for your education, this is important, right? You have the indicators, you have the SR flip zone, you're seeing this massive inverse hammer. If it's not inverse hammer, please don't kill me. Right? You take a short, valid, right? Valid. Then what happens? You get a bullish engulfing candle. After that, with a follow through, now you have a long setup. Why? Because not only did you get a bullish engulfing, you had a follow through where? Above an SR flip zone. You're not supposed to see that when you're short. You're not supposed to see that, right? So when that happens, now you can take a long 1 to 2, okay? You finish that trade setup, you're done, dusted. What time does that happen? Let's have a look just for the funsies, right? New York afternoon. Unfortunately, at New York afternoon, right, you get a long setup, which is time that I don't like to trade usually. But this is what happens. So you write it, you keep it overnight, London, you close profits, whatever, and now you're awake. One day passes by, this thing continues to go long. Maybe you're still long, maybe not. Maybe you've put your stop loss to break even, happy days. You're already like 1 to freaking 7 risk to reward at this point. Then what happens over here? At London, you have a massive drop to the downside, extremely disgusting drop on the 30-minute. Let's look at the 15-minute. Let's look at the 10-minute time frame. So you're looking at the lower time frame and you're developing a double liquidity formation on the 10-minute. So you know that you have this liquidity to the upside that is waiting to be grabbed, and then price proceeds to sell off during London. Listen, because this is important for you guys. Yeah, and yes, like the video. Thank you, Stanimir. Like and subscribe. So, right, you've already taken the long, close hindsight. I understand. Just bear with me. This is trading indicators. You need them. Get them. They're free. Okay, don't piss me off. So you have all this liquidity down here. You smash literally all of the liquidity with a wick, and then you close above where? Excuse me, where was that? Your higher time frame SR, higher, not big, but higher than the small one. 30-minute SR flip zone, you close above it. All right. So yeah, I mean, at an SR flip zone with this retrace in such a bullish, right, trend, it's a clear signal long. Right? Even if you don't want to wait for further confirmations, if you want to wait for further confirmations, you have to look at the drop. You have to look at the last time the bulls were sort of in control. You have to wait for a body close above it, and then you have to flip long. So if you're giga conservative in that sense, then you're coming long here. All right, you're coming long here, and then your stop loss, it has to be unfortunately extremely extended. You can put it below here, and then again 1 to 2. Right, 1 to 2, which is gonna bring you to around 67. Okay, and if you're a super Chad and if you have the indicators, well, easy peasy lemon squeezy, all the liquidity is grabbed, you're coming, maybe market order, maybe whatever, your stop loss below the wick, and you're grinding. That's it, simple as that. So what was I supposed to look at? I forgot. I had so many outs. Now I have to go back. Render. Sorry, hold on. We saw river, ADA. ADA also higher time frame, does not look absolutely disgusting. Where is ADA? Hold on. No, this is the market cap BS. I don't want that. Is this our charted one though? Let's have a look. Daily time frame, ADA. So yeah, on a higher time frame, it doesn't look bad. Like, you do understand that eventually this asset is going to trade at 0.70, right? Again, with the help of the indicator. So this is one thing, right? This is one thing. So that's good. Secondly, unfortunately, you have all of this zone to be looking out for it to hold, which you kind of see, but you kind of don't see, right? So you need to see a little bit more confirmation, especially if you're going for the home run on this. I wouldn't personally, but you never know. Like, the market could surprise everyone. I doubt it if it's going to happen, but it might. It's not going to be a crazy run, but we might retrace. Like, this really could be a case. But for now, you are rejecting from pretty much your, you know, the closest zone of interest, SR flip zone, 0.022. You've been rejecting from it continuously, and you haven't been able to break it. So no, it's not one thing that I'm looking at currently, unfortunately. Yes, you could have a setup just like with all the other alts. Like, you do have a little bit of a pump here. It would be nice for this retrace to continue, but we need more proof. So Blame it on CZ. Sui, potentially same thing. It looked disgusting, but here we go. Like this was the levels that we were looking at. So price is retracing. It's retraced all the way back. So you better hold, because you know this is a level of holding, right? So if you're long Sui here, I completely understand. I mean, you do have, but you know, at this point, I can't personally like expose myself to like these sort of levels with alts, because it's been terrible. It's been terrible, and I'm pretty happy trading forex, trading gold, trading whatever, using my same strategy. Here is it. Go check the reviews, read them. You asked for it, I did it. If I don't see interest in it in this course, you guys, I'm literally going to delete it. I don't care, because I'm not gonna have my stuff out on the internet just like that. Actually, I probably should delete it when I think about it. There is literally no point for this to stay online. So anyways, right, you do have a setup on Sui as well. You definitely do. You want to chase at least to 1.71, I'd say. Like that would be one area. 1.8 as well. So yeah, let's see. For me, I need a little bit more, so I'm not getting involved with Sui whatsoever. But there is definitely a setup. Like in a market that wasn't that bad, like let's say this was, you know, a 5-minute time frame, a 1-minute time frame, like I would definitely say, yeah, it is a setup, you know. So beam, oops, oopsies. That's why my list is so crazy. Like there is literally yeah, beam, come on. Like we've been like literally waiting for this retrace to happen so we can chase that liquidity. Same thing again, like all the outs look exactly the same, but this is disgusting, right? Because look at your daily level, 0.002978. Well, you're wicking it in a very unpleasant way in the moment, and you've traded above it. So, and you're clearly confirming it as, you know, resistance. So not very pretty, not very pretty. But do you have the triangular formation with the higher lows, with the weak, you know, a high that you want to see in a bullish formation? Yeah, you do, but lots of rejection at levels that you don't want to reject, you know. You definitely don't want to, you want to take that seriously, right? This, and then the retrace to it, like it could be bearish. So alts need more. Alts need more. Litecoin, was that LTC? It was LTC, right? I'm sure I have LTC. Yeah, I do. Still waiting for proper retrace, I guess. Let's go on the weekly again. Sorry, one sec. And delete the old marking here that we were looking at. Super chats. All right. Well, currently reacting from a previous weekly level from 2022. So yeah, you know, let's see what happened with that level. So historically, you know, holding that level could take you up to like 113 or at least 100 historically, you know, level by level, obviously 79, but it could 100% take you to the $100 mark. So, you know, with the big liquidation in October, you have essentially cleared the lower side of the liquidity. That doesn't mean that you can't go back and retest it. Definitely does not mean that. But the point is, you don't only have now this level 63, say 63, but you have 67.48, and price is currently on the weekly reacting from it. And historically, you know, defending this could take you to $100 historically, right? Historically, defending this level could take you to $100, which is about 50%, right? Which is about 50% from where we are. Are you hoping for more? Probably not. Even though you have liquidity at 150, you can always leave a runner. You can always hope for, I don't know, a crazy bull run or whatever. Good night, Dawan. So you know what I mean? Check out copper futures gaps. Yeah, I'll check copper. Is it pumping? So yeah, you know what I mean? I've been defending it hard. Nicholas Berry, lol. That's so funny. So you know what I mean? It is you have a potential to send it to $100, like genuinely, from the level. Of course, you need to take it level by level. You know, you can take it to 79. You have to go level by level, like you always. That's why I tell you guys, get the indicators, mark the levels on your charts. You have 30 days free with the indicators. So what you can do, if you're smart and if you're cheap and if you don't want to pay after 30 days, what is it, $20 a month to have them? What you can do is use the indicators, literally go to every altcoin, every chart, and mark all the levels on a higher time frames. So then you have the levels at least, you know. That's what I'll do. If I want to scam me like that, I think that'd be great. So yeah, 67, and then you're looking at 79, you know, first level, break 79, 88, 100. And then you're seriously going to, you know, consider taking a chunk. Yeah, it is extremely so. Does that make sense? And anyone in the chat box, if I forgot any of your coins, now is the time to let me know. Let me know if I need to check any coins right now. Super chats. Let's see what's happening with our setups at the moment. We need lower time frame. All right, happy days. Get us above water, please. Get us above water. Community needs to stick together and stick together for good projects in an industry. I agree. What are we looking at? Oh, 20. Oh, okay. Fuck. Cool. Are you invested in this? It looks very bad at the moment, unfortunately. So it looks horrible. You have absolutely nothing to be excited about. Zero. I recently had a merger. Well, congrats. Then start trading above levels. Yes, everyone hit the like button and subscribe. It looks super dead, but sorry, Saberj. I know you do it. I know I do it all the time. No, not for now. I mean, Bear's extreme control at the moment. No, it needs a lot. It needs to at least come above $9 for me to even consider looking at it. You know, it's not worth it for me at this point. I'm not touching my face. IBRX, we had a nice target at $7. Target completely smashed, so that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. What else was I looking at? Oof, hood setup completely dead. Rip hood. So well, Intel earnings actually came out and the stock is ripping completely. So that was pretty good. My God, what happened with Robin? Pretty sad. Invalidated. Damn skis. That's annoying. Didn't even see that. Stocks wise, what else was I looking at? Actually, I don't think anything else today. Yeah, gold is absolutely ripping at the moment. Yeah, amazing. You just have to wait for, you know, for your moment on gold. Samurai J, Gabby, we don't lose your course if you delete it, right? That's a very good question, actually. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'll probably like lock it for only people that have already gotten it or something like that. But for new people, like, nah, I'm just, there is no need, right? There is no need. Or I can just make like a, yeah, lifetime access. Yeah, can you imagine? I gave you lifetime access to the stuff that I've been learning for years for $200, bro. Like, it's so unfair. I don't want to do that. I just genuinely don't want to do that. Yeah, so platinum is looking absolutely great. All right, cool. So you know, thankfully catching some sort of a bit here, still looking very weak. So we'll continue to monitor the situation, but trading above levels is definitely something I like to see, but still not enough strength. Oh, Mind Tapestry. Yeah, we're just finishing up here. It's been like an hour already. Listen, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, make sure to like this video if you haven't. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Make sure to check because YouTube's been unsubscribing. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you on Discord. Make sure to join. The link is in the description box. Get your free VIP using this, scan this, or use the link for Bluff and you can get free VIP. The instructions are on Discord for you guys. Join my community. Let's chat every day and trade together. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.